art of efficiency. When we think about the color green, what are some things that come to mind? For some of us, it's vegetables. For some of us, it's money. For others, it's the environment. The most common denominator of all of these things are basically a better quality of life. Think about health. Think about life. Think about wealth. Think about growth when we think about the color green. And innovation. Innovation is always a result of efficiency. In order to be innovative, you have to have a desire to do something better. So what is efficiency? Efficiency is achieving maximum productivity with minimum wasted effort or expense, or working in a well-organized, competent way. I was on my way here to Chicago, and I was going to use the Apple map. But Apple gave me a different route than what Google Maps had gave me. And I was trying to figure out, why would Apple give me the longest route when I could have just taken 55 and came straight on and got off at a certain point? And this happens all the time in life. We have a certain goal that we want to accomplish, and we try to figure out, well, how can I get there in the most productive way without using so much effort? So all of us sometimes can have a plan, we can have goals, we can have things that we desire to do, but we don't always have the right execution, or we're not as efficient as we could be. So let's talk about the art of efficiency. So first of all, we must set goals. If you don't know where you're going, you cannot make a plan. So you must first know, what is your desired outcome? What is your desired result that you want? Once you know exactly what you want, you set that goal, you must then come up with an efficient plan. An efficient plan requires a lot of research. It requires a lot of studying on how you want to accomplish it, because of course, again, there's so many different ways to do and get a result. For some of us, to get here, we may have taken 290. For some of us, we took 55. For some of us, we took an even better route that maybe the navigation don't know, that we know just on our own. So you must have a plan once you set your goal. Once you have that plan, you must know how to execute that plan efficiently. So this is how we put this into practice. So we already made our efficient plan. So we must set deadlines for ourselves. If you want to become efficient, you have to set a deadline for yourself. Because if not, you're going to just be using and wasting a lot of time if you don't give yourself some type of deadline. You must have a deadline in order to be efficient. Also, in order to be efficient, you must set milestones. You don't want to get from point A to point Z without any milestones in the middle. My favorite sports team used to be the New England Patriots, Bill Belichick. And when I watched Bill Belichick, he literally sets a game plan, and it literally changes from week to week. Because he knows in order to accomplish the ultimate goal of winning a Super Bowl, he must first make sure he, for one, make the playoffs. In order to make the playoffs, you must win a certain amount of games. And every week is going to be different. So when you set your milestones, you're going to know, I have to do this to get to this point, take a rest, and then continue on. You don't want to just do everything in one shot. So set those deadlines and set milestones. Next, you need to have accountability partners, somebody to hold you accountable to what you are doing. Because if you try to do it alone, you'll sometimes find yourself just running all over the place. Or you get complacent. You don't meet your own deadlines. You don't meet your own milestones. So having somebody that's accountable, that wants the same result that you want, helps you to stay efficient. Not only that, but with your deadlines, with your milestones, with having accountability partners, you also want to take rest. And I know a lot of us, we love to grind, and we love to make sure that we get it done. We don't want to stop until we get it done. But in order to be efficient, you must make sure that you're rested, or you'll be no good for your desired result or your desired goal. So you have to make sure that you're taking rest as well. That's a big key in being efficient, so that you can rejuvenate. Even in a sports game, it's not just straight from 12 minutes all the way to the end of the game. They have different quarters. They have a halftime. They have timeouts where you can regroup inside of the game plan. So make sure that you take those proper rests in order to continue to be efficient. Also, when it comes to efficiency, once you have your deadlines, once you have your milestones, you have your accountability partner, you're taking the proper rest, you also don't want to multitask too much. You want to stay free from distractions. This is what makes you efficient. A lot of times we find ourselves doing so many different tasks at one time to where we may drop the ball on one task over the other. So you want to make sure you're doing one task at a time and not trying to multitask while doing a specific thing. So that's what's going to make you efficient. So you have your deadlines, you have your milestones, you have your accountability partner, you also have your rest periods, and you're not trying to do too much at one time. All in all, we all have a formula of achieving. We all have the formula to success, but we need the art of efficiency, all right? Once you begin to have this formula, you have to really know how to execute this formula. Have to really know and master the art of being efficient. Because again, there's so many different ways that you can come to the same result, but which plan, which execution is going to give you the most out of your time without you wasting so much time. So if you don't take anything else, just make sure that you use maximum effort and try not to waste too many resources. Make sure that you know exactly what you need, how you need to get there, have your milestones, make sure you got your deadlines, and you'll be efficient. But again, it's a constant process. That's why when you see the map, it's going to be a constant rotation. You're always making adjustments week to week or milestone to milestone, deadline to deadline. You're making in-progress assessments as well as making your adjustments. So we have the formula of achieving, but we need the art of efficiency.